F122 My Team Career Mode for the finale here in Abu Dhabi. This is the final race with Audi Sport. And last chance for Lando to try and make up those 14 points to try and push ahead of George Russell. Lando needs to win the race and hope that George finishes off the podium or finishes P3 and that Lando gets the fastest lap. I will obviously be helping Lando as much as I can, but I'm also going to be wanting to have a good last race for myself in the final race of the season. We have not had a very good last few races. 5th place in Japan, DNF in the home Grand Prix, the 100th Grand Prix as a team. And then we did end up finishing P2 in both Mexico and the Brazil Grand Prix. So yeah, here we go for the final time in Season 5. Let's head to qualifying. Here we go. For the start, we are starting in our lucky number, P7. Lando starts from pole position ahead of George Russell in P2. Second row, the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc, and then the Mercedes of Sergio Perez, who is still technically in the fight for P2, just pretty large underdog. Then in P6 is Felipe Dragovic. Here we go. The battle for third in the Constructors is still on. Did you really have to do that, Schwartzman? Did you really have to do that? Like, it wasn't even your fucking corner to close. It's alright. 15 laps. Anything can happen. Fucking beautiful, honestly. Lando continues to lead. Russell stays in P2. Mark, you shut the fuck up. Try and get past our old teammate Dan Ticktum. The original teammate. Don't know how I kept that going straight. Off the rear end of Yuri Vips. Esteban Ocon on the medium tire for whatever reason. So as it stands, it will still be George Russell taking P2 in the Drivers' Championship ahead of Lando Norris. Oscar Piastri doing really well to push the Williams car up to a position where it really should not be at. Try to make a double overtake. We do. Up into P13, now chasing after Pierre Gasly. Gearbox is kind of worn. Only not really worn out to the point where you would have to worry, but still worn to the point where it is kind of slowing the car down. Squeeze Joe out. Move up into P11 behind Latifi. Back up into the points. Swoop around the outside of Teo Porcher. George Russell still in position for that P2 in the Drivers' Championship. George might be able to pull a bit of an undercut here. Albon coming back at us with the second DRS zone. Yeah, we'll just dive back underneath him. Turn 9. Alright, let's do this. Currently P15 behind for sure, and our original teammate of Dan Tickdom. And we have had a better pit stop than Albon. These two are scrapping away pretty in front of us. Doesn't really matter because they're pitting this lap. Lando is in. George has just overtaken Lando with DRS. What the heck was that dive bomb? From Felipe. The hell was that? Lando back in front of George. Okay, so it's Ocon who's out of position. Hello, Schwartzman. Long time no see, buddy. Okay. So with Ocon pitting, we're going to be moved up to P7. Or, sorry, P6. Lance Stroll in front of us, right in front of us. Make the move down into turn 5. That was stupid of you, Daddy's Cash. Six laps to go. We can probably still help our teammate. We just got to run qualifying laps for the rest of the race. If you don't shut up, then I will shut you up for you.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
We're closing the gap, but are we closing it quick enough? Okay, you worrying about fucking fuel is the last straw. Shut the fuck up. 1.5 seconds the gap between me and Charles Leclerc. Coming to 3 laps to go. Less than a half a second behind Leclerc now. 3 laps to go here in Abu Dhabi. Oh, don't try anything that stupid, Sergio. Okay, I think that might actually just do it. Russell was turning down it on me, and I was trying to make the corner and I couldn't. Pushed us both off. It's caused more for him because that puts him out of position and puts Lando in position to take P2 in the Drivers' Championship. With 1.5 laps to go. We can still go for a 1-2 here in the race. yet, Zeke. Lando Norris comes home to take victory, to take P2 in the Drivers' Championship. What a season. What a race. Lando bot. Well done to Lando. It's 1-2 here in Abu Dhabi. It's 1-2 in the championship. It's Lando Norris's highest career position in the Drivers' World Championship, having only come P3. So yeah. So, Lando Norris beats out George Russell by 1 point. 1 point! It is. That lets Lando boy beat out his fellow Brit, George Russell. Sergio Perez, he kinda had to deal with P4 for a while. He knew he was going to finish P4. He knew after Brazil that he was going to finish P4. In the Constructors' Championship, things move around as Ferrari will take P4 away from Mercedes. It's Red Bull coming P2, beating out McLaren. It's the first time in a long time that McLaren has not come P2 in the Constructors' Championship. Mercedes, well, it really was Ricciardo having to start at the back. Daniel did well, being able to make up a good amount of places to finish P11, but it's still 0 points for the Honey Badger, and then Lance Stroll finishing in P6. Not good enough to stay ahead of the Scuderia. McLaren, they they have done what they needed to do to stay ahead of the Scuderia. McLaren in the Constructors finish P3, and in the midfield, Alpine, still very much so the better car, than the rest. 3 teams with 0 points: Alfa Romeo, Williams, and Aston Martin, in that order. Piastri has done very well the past 2 races in his Williams, almost scoring, coming so close to scoring a small amount of points in Sao Paulo last race weekend in Brazil. Well, that is it for Season 5. It's over. The season is done.